And this is going to be an extra little bonus segment. Don't make temporary decisions that will affect you long term. What's up, guys? Good afternoon. Namaste to you. And today we're going to talk quickly about detaching from overthinking. While I was meditating today, I had a strong sense come over me that the number one struggle I've had in my life is not being able to detach myself from what's going on up here. One of my favorite quotes that has come out of the internet and out of podcasting and social media and stuff is when Joe Rogan and Elon Musk were talking about how his mind works. He said, "You wouldn't want to be me," because his mind never stops. It's always going and going and going, and it's extremely exhausting for him, as you can tell. I can definitely relate to that. Anybody who, whether you're diagnosed or not with something like ADD, ADHD, bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, we have a lot of thoughts. We're constantly assessing. We're called overthinkers or overanalyzers and hypochondriacs usually, because we're constantly going inward and we're constantly checking in the sensations of our body and seeing where we're at with it. But the problem is, once you check in, you never check back out. You go inward, you feel the sensations, you listen to all the creations of your mind, and then we forget that we don't know everything. We're only thinking up the worst thing we've ever read on the internet about what that could be, right? And that's just a straight up negativity bias. We have that as human beings, and if movies like The Social Dilemma and all these things that we're finding about ourselves now, the human species, if it shows us anything, it's that we are absolutely subscribed to human negativity bias, which means on social media, if you get 800 comments and 799 of them are bad, you're going to pay attention to that one. Same thing. If you're not a medical doctor and that's not what you do, and you don't see hundreds of, if not thousands of cases of what a sensation in your chest could be, well, you're thinking heart attack with your simple understanding of what's going on within the human body. But constant overthinkers, constant worriers. I was, again, like I said, I was meditating today, and I just had this thought of when I knew I wanted to share kind of my struggle with always overthinking. A lot of mine was physical. I shared a video about me being a hypochondriac for most of my life, and also just over analyzing everything. And now that I've found a very, very, routine meditation practice that I'm in, I'm learning that my constant need to overthink is my constant need to try to control something, right? The next vision I had was someone, I couldn't see who, in this thought that I was having, had come and pushed me, and I had fallen into a pool. And when I fell into the pool, I was under the water, and I was scared because I didn't even know I was standing at the edge of the pool, but I had fallen in the pool and I was completely lost in it. But once I pulled my head up out of the water, once I had found surface and come up, I saw that I was in a public pool with lots of people having fun and playing and doing these things. And my next immediate thought was, while I was under the water, I was panicking and I was anxious, and I was trying to think of why was I under the water and how did I get here, instead of just thinking about surfacing. And once I surfaced, I went to the top and I actually realized what was going on. And it was a friend had pushed me playfully, whatever. And I was like, wow, that's so strange that I was just thinking about overthinking and overanalyzing, and then this strange, almost depiction, physical kind of visualization came to my mind of being pushed in a pool, being underwater, severely overthinking, and just having the simple realization to just surface. And I think that's what we constantly need to remind ourselves to do. Anytime you're getting to a place where you're feeling overwhelmed, overstimulated, that's something I want a lot of people to watch for. If you're having feelings of anxiety especially anxiety, and you notice that your brain is really trying to log in a lot to the sensations of your body, or your hands sweating, or you feeling things inside your chest and your torso area, or you getting tingles in your head and in your fingers, and okay, disassociate, surface, right? Don't sit in that moment and try to figure out why you're underwater. Just try to surface again, which means what? What's the best tool? And you guys all know it's coming. What's the number one tool to surface? Just go internal, go inside, and focus on your breath. This is why everyone tells you to constantly focus on your breath. Now, we do it when you're angry. They tell you to clench your fists and count to 10, right? When you're upset, they tell you just slow down, breathe. When someone's having a manic episode of anxiety or something, and they're breathing into a bag, the only thing that's doing is visually showing them, by the expansion and contraction of the bag, that breath is coming out of their body and going back into their body. So it's making them visualize the fact that they are okay. They're not hyperventilating, they're not dying, air is properly moving through the bag. That's the only reason that happens. So we have to be able to do the same thing. If you need the bag, fine, but if you don't, but that's the purpose of the bag, is to watch it inflate, watch it deflate, and know, oh, my source of life is causing that. Okay, everything's working. And then what happened, right? And the same analogy with the pool, where you're underwater and you're trying to figure out who pushed you and what's going on, or how am I here? You're trying to control the situation. You have to come to a place to ultimately lose the constant overanalysis. You have to come to a place where you go, I'm not in control of this, all facets of this life. There's a lot of things I am in control of in my life, but I'm not in control of all of them. So I need to find out deep within myself, and you guys know I'm going to recommend the meditation practices to do this, but why am I so afraid? Why do I have a fear of rejection the way I do? What in my life happened? And if you know what that answer is, then you know that there's another process to stopping the overthinking, which a big part of overthinking is being able to let go, right? People, myself included, many points in my life, like to hold on to things, and we like to hold it as a part of our identity, and especially negative things, because if I hold something negative as a part of my identity, I can then use it later at my disposal when I'm trying to justify poor behavior or poor decisions on my part. I can go, yeah, well, I did that because of this. But at the same token, when I feel, stages of my life are growing, but I feel like there's things holding me back, then at the same token, I have to look at it and go, yeah, but I have these things over here that I keep doing out of justification for the way life has treated me up to this point. And that goes back to an old video I have, which is like the law of attraction, manifesting. You bring in what you really do think about, that's for sure. And then we'll do a whole nother video, possibly the video this weekend will be about letting go. I'll go full in depth into situations and how we let go of relationships, maybe blockages we may be having, or even just creative funks that we get in sometimes, and sometimes just letting go and being willing to make a bad picture or make a weird video that's not necessarily the perfect one, and realizing that it's all a part of surfacing and realizing that life is playful, right? That's one thing I remembered very clearly when I surfaced to the top of the pool and I saw all my friends sitting there playing, laughing. Everyone was laughing with me, not at me. It was something fun that, my awareness was involved in and was happily enjoying, and it just let me know that outside or above and being free from overthinking, it shows you that life is actually just fun and it's playful and it's meant to be enjoyed, not suffered through. And yes, you can stay underwater and you can hold your breath and try to figure out what's going on, and you may suffocate down there, but you could also just surface, try to gain a new perspective, or maybe create your own by surfacing, You know, you can then get up there and realize maybe, I don't know, I'm gonna go into rambling, which is just another form of overthinking. So I'm not gonna do that either. Surface, find your breath, make the best decision for your life. Don't make temporary, and this is gonna be an extra little bonus segment. Don't make temporary decisions that will affect you long term. We tend to overthink in times of stress and worry and angst, and then we make temporary, short little minute decisions to make us feel better or reassure us now of our safety or our well-being or our importance. We make these little minute things, and then the next time the episode comes up, all those little things have accumulated, then we do them again, and now we're doing that from days, weeks, months, years, and then that just becomes a part of who we are, and that's how we get bad habits, and we don't want that, because then the bad habits cause us to do what? Overthink on why our life isn't going well, when we could just surface, breathe, make good decisions for ourselves. Boom. Love you guys very much. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you guys are all staying safe during this election time, staying grounded, finding good practices to keep you calm and keep you peaceful and keep you loving during this time. Don't forget to thumbs up, hit that subscribe button wherever it is on your screen, whether you're watching on a computer or a phone, and just let me know. To free yourself of overthinking, let me know. Where are you watching it? Do you watch it on your phone? You watch it on a tablet? You watch it on your TV, on a computer? Let me know. And then let me know how you have let go. How have you stopped overthinking or constantly overanalyzing? I want to hear it. I want the comment section to be a support group that not only can people come to the video to get support, they know that when they go to the comment section, they're going to find people there giving real-time resources that help at all points. Love you guys. Blessings. Namaste.